Hey guys,
I'm Bob.
I'm Barb, and together we make up.
HetteshWorld.
We're heading to South Padre Island, and we're taking you with us. What's special about South Padre Island? What are we going to see there?
We're going to see a beach and a lot of sands.
Yeah, so we'll take you along for the ride. We're Bob and Barb. We've lived by the rules all of our lives, but in 2020, we threw that rule book out the window. We sold our home and moved full-time into an RV with our cat Amelia, and from now on, we will be living life our way. Don't you want to come travel in our world? So Bob, what's special about South Padre Island?
Well, I guess from our honeymoon, we traveled to Corpus Christi and San Antonio.
And
Padre, but not South Padre. And then years later, after we had been to Texas several times on visits to Dallas and Houston, all that, we had found South Padre Island because we were looking for somewhere warm in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And we fell in love with it. We went across from Port Isabel, across the bridge. It's like 2.5 mile bridge. And then got out there. We drove down. I think the drive is about 6 miles or so from once you get onto the peninsula. And we ran into all the dunes with the sand blowing across, with the waves crashing on the other side of the sand dunes. And we just literally fell in love with it. We actually named a spot.
We named it HetteshWorld's Paradise.
Yeah, HetteshWorld Paradise.
And then this last time we were down there, the dunes are all still there except for one area that they are going to build. It's a very tiny area they're going to build, I forget, 16 houses on.
Yeah, and we had
HetteshWorld's Paradise.
Yeah, we had marked it. We had marked it on our GPS, and every time we'd get a new GPS, we would reprogram the coordinates in there,
so we could find it every time we went down there.
And we've probably been to South Padre probably 8-10 times. We've stayed in condos. We stayed in villas.
We've never tent camped there or RV'd there yet. That's coming up.
But we really enjoyed it. Just something about it. We never went during spring break when it gets crazy down there.
Yeah.
But we always enjoyed it. Beautiful weather, the beautiful waves. Gulf of Mexico was gorgeous. So
yeah, I mean, this video is all about the beach and driving on the beach.
Yep.
And the one thing I want to talk about is that we actually did 3 trips when we were down there. We did 2 Can-Am rides and we did a Ford truck ride. So this is a Can-Am Ford truck ride video that you've got going on here. So it brings us to our first fact that we want to share with you. It is the largest Texas barrier island, and it is also considered, when it's connected to Padre, the world's largest barrier island, which is kind of interesting that it's right here in little old Texas.
Peninsula, once you come across the bridge, you can drive. There's like one main drag that goes all the way to the end, and it literally dead ends, and you'll see in the video there'll be a place where it stops. And I want to say it's 4 to 6 miles long.
Yeah.
And that's where the actual asphalt stops.
So they have different fees to get in. There's a day use fee, which is what we use to get in, and they also have a camping fee. And how the camping fee works is that your camping is included with the pass that you use to get in, but of course the day use fee isn't going to let you camp for the night because it expires at midnight.
Yeah.
So the fees for the park is $7 for motorcycle for 1 day, $10 for a car for 1 day, $25 for a car for 7 days, and then $45 for a car for a year. And that also includes your RV.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good deal when you're thinking about it that way.
This part of the beach you can drive on. It's probably about 4 to 6 miles long, I'd say. If you go beyond that point, then you have to go four-wheel drive,
Yeah.
which we weren't going to attempt in our four-wheel drive truck. But we've seen, it's packed sand, and you can camp on the opposite side of the imaginary road, which is beautiful. Which I don't know if our rig I would want to drag it through the sand because
It gets a little sketchy on that.
there's like 5 or 6 entrances that you get to the sand, that you have to drive through some pretty loose sand to get to the packed sand. And we've seen a lot of vehicles getting stuck and people pulling them out. We've seen guys going crazy, spinning. You're not allowed to drive on the sand dunes themselves. Barrier Island sand dunes, so they're keeping that to protect the actual peninsula, because on the opposite side of the sand dunes you have the intercoastal waterway. So Padre Island is just a big long barrier island. It's like 130 miles long. It's one of 6 hypersaline solution waterways. I guess what that means is that it's highly concentrated in salt. So it's
It means you float no matter what.
yeah, it means you get to float really easy when you're in the water.
Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about driving on the beach. The beach is really hard and it's really compact, and you can take your car, your RV, your SUV, your van, whatever, and you can drive on this. You do need to pay to get in, and we'll cover that in a moment. But you can only drive for a few miles. Then you have to have a 4-wheel drive because it gets all thick and sandy and unpacked, and you will get stuck. But you are able to camp not only there where people are driving, but also farther down on the beach,
Yeah.
which is kind of neat. more about showing you and having fun with, you know, some island music. But the beaches are just beautiful. They speak for themselves. So we hope that you like it. So give us a thumbs up. We want you to click the bell to get notified so you can know when we have all these amazing videos that are coming out. We hope that you comment. And remember, we're HetteshWorld.
Come travel in our world.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.